Ladies and gents, it is time for some Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 on the PS2. We're playing this in English. Fancy that. How did you stick your arm through the blue screen? I'm a wizard. True. Enough of this! Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 awaits. I'm gonna load a save game from yesterday. Yesterday, yes. Lyran's Hold 1. We managed to destroy this bloke's phylactery. I think I didn't... That's why I couldn't remember the word bandana. Because I remembered the word phylactery. It's all a rich tapestry. FrasWhar's the Wizard, Simon the Sorcerer, spin-off game. Nah, I'm alright. Banana! Hey, cheese, banana. So we have leveled up. Level up, level up, level up. We've got 14 points. Count them. I know you won't. Where do we want to put this? We have quite a fun new spell in Flame Arrow. We will summon just an extra Flame Arrow. Seems fun. Echo. Nice reminding me. That is the Dungeon Keeper death count. This is the Baldur's Gate death count. Shocking Grasp is currently maxed out. Flame Arrow to max out will cost us 5. Endurance is carry capacity. I don't want to do anything with that. Let's slap one down and max out Flame Arrow. We haven't really had to worry about magic energy regeneration rate recently. However, depending on where we are, a lot of enemies are dead or undead, and we can't actually life drain from them. So maybe we think about, is there anything that would increase our health regeneration rate? Not that. I mean, no. Because surely Vampiric Touch is the same as life drain. It won't work on undead. Or at least, if it hurts them, it won't heal us. Melts Acid Arrow, Life Drain, Iron Will? What's this? Increases your magic. Nope. Hold. Haste. Rate of Fortitude. Increases your hit point regeneration rate. Right, the rest of these 9 points, I'm just going to slap in this. Fair play. Dark Possession. Control humanoids and lesser undead creatures. Costs 2. You know what? We're actually going to go armor proficiency. It allows us to equip heavier armor for better defense. It allows us to equip leather and padded armor. So maybe we'll get ourselves a shirt. Actually, you know what? No. This is shirtless percent. Wow! Okay, so we're already halfway through the next level because of the boss fight that, like, pinged us way over. So many choices, there really is. Okie dokie. Let us double check where we are. In the old quests. Omduel's research. We got 69 grand. Teehee, so we should be able to pay out some more cash for some more experience points. Use Vault Key. Use Durbum's Vault Key to enter the treasure chamber in the halls. Obtain the Orb of Thunder. Acquire the Orb of Thunder from Lyran's Hold for Jarek. I think we've already done that. That was what that last fight was all about. So, all things considered, we should be able to just walk out of here. Right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm not wrong. Nuke has to go cleaning! Wah. But I tell you what, it's better doing cleaning than being filthy. I say that, I'm more of a blitzer myself. I wait until it gets to a certain amount of terribleness, and then I clean everything! And then I let it build up again. I completely understand these people that just keep on top of the cleaning. But I much prefer to just... It's like the typewriter effect. You know, you wait until it gets to a certain point, and then you're like, alright, ching! Everything's clean and sparkly. And now you can just let it slowly build up again. You're a blitzer as well, Nuke. Go do the blitz. Blitz do, lad. Blitz do. Enter the world map. That's Baldur's Gate. That's the Wood of Sharp Teeth 2. Let's go back to Baldur's Gate. The Claws of Darkness spell can be combined with the Necromancer's other touch-based spells, Ghoul Touch, for example, to potent effect. Interesting. Maybe we need to look into the Claws of Darkness. I mean, it sounds pretty badass. Hello, Mr. Trader.
Welcome back, friend.
Oh, excellent. Cheers for the chat.
You'll find no other merchant with quality and prices to match mine. I've been supplying brave adventurers for over a decade.
Just double checking that we're not selling anything that is over the top end of our remarkable morning star, which we haven't. Nice. Sell some more armor. Did I ever pick up? Yeah, I did. Imperial Amulet, Aquamarine, Amethyst, Imperial Ring.
If you need weapons or armor to protect you from...
Lovely job. I can't remember who we need to... Oh, Jarek. Jarek. The old harper extraordinaire. Was he in here? I forget. Harpers, for anybody that isn't completely au fait with Dungeons & Dragons lore, are the guild that are basically... They're the true neutral guild. They're the ones that like to make sure that nobody gets too powerful in any direction. They are the beige guild. They don't want anybody to be too evil. They don't want anybody to be too good. They believe in true equality. I'm not a big fan of the Harpers. Like the neutral planet in Futurama, they have no strong feelings one way or another. I mean, they have strong feelings, but they have strong feelings against strong feelings. It's a bit of a paradox, really. I really hate it when people hate too much. Where the hell are you, Jarek? I swear he was in here. I obviously got that wrong. Was he... I'm very confused. He was... Oh, was he in Onduil's... church? But in Valar, that music is from Icewind Dale, I think. I remember playing the first Dark Alliance game with your sister on a GameCube. But Dark Alliance 1 is okay. Terribly balanced in terms of hard mode, because we play on hard mode. Everything we play is on the hardest possible setting, excluding unlockables. B-Sod's true neutral and chaotic evil are the two alignments that make no sense for players, in your opinion. But never mind me. That's fair. You get your own opinions. They're wrong! No. Onduil!
We've met before.
Yes, I would like to hire you, my friend.
Yes. Oh, yes, we have, yes. How might I help you? Very well, yes.
I can pay you 6,000 gold. And if the previous couple of times that we've done this is anything to go by, we will gain 16,000 experience.
I need more time, good elf, more time. Ask again later, yes?
No!
Perhaps then...
Fine, whatever. Also, what's his face isn't in here with the Harpers. I can't remember. Where the hell was he? My quest list doesn't tell me, does he? Does it? Do the bet. Sorry. Wow, everything just happened at once. In my mind. Like, you probably... Nobody saw that, but I yawned and had a brain fart, and also my tongue stopped working. Jarek. Jarek. If I was Jarek, where would I be? Kissing. Hold on. He wouldn't be... I mean, tavern would be the perfect place for a harper. He's not in the church. I can't remember him being in the church. Nah. Lucky turkey for you, Gemini. No worries. Have a good one. True neutral and chaotic evil. Yeah. Knit one, play one. Opinions may be wrong. No. Couldn't be. B-side, chaotic evil is evil for the sake of being evil, and humans have some kind of motive other than being evil for the sake of being evil. Touché. Super Sub just made a facsimile of what your 50th birthday card would have looked like. Wait, what? Okay. Where the hell is Oh, there he is. Found him. And we found him.
I see you survived Liran's hold and recovered the orb. Impressive. Your reward is well deserved. Here.
Thanks, bro. We get 4 grand in experience and 2 grand in gold coins. Yeah, okay. I was ambushed by black armored men led by a lizard man.
Yes, the Zentarum. I'd hoped we'd be working too quickly for them to interfere. I'll raise the reward on future missions to reflect the increased risk.
Who are the Zentarum?
The Black Network began as a group of powerful merchants, but now their ranks include assassins, spies, and an army. They're a powerful political organization with the backing of the Church of Bane, the diabolical god of strife and hatred.
The Church of Bane.
The Zentarum are always looking to collect objects of power. No doubt their spies have sniffed out our purpose, and now they look to steal the artifacts for their own.
Basically, only like demons and Satan, and nice people are like that. And nice people like that can be chaotic evil, in your humble opinion. Perhaps as a front for chaotic good. Now, see, I would consider myself chaotic neutral. Personally. Or at least closer to. But, you know what? I think I stray between the two. Argos, it depends how you play it. I have had a chaotic evil player who wasn't playing evil as such. They were always playing the opposite intention to the party. The character enjoyed being contrary, and that's all they desired in life, to annoy others. It was an imp character. Nice. Ragnar, I mean, some people are evil because it's fun. I'd still say people who do evil for their own enjoyment qualify as chaotic evil. Yeah? Yeah? And it all depends on the situation. You have to pick one! You change alignment, you might lose your magical ability to do good streams. Oh god. Oh, is that what that is? Is that why sometimes I just completely lose the ability to stream? Yeah, chaotic. My natural pull is towards chaotic neutral. You mentioned other artifacts.
There were 4 in total, including the orb. I also seek the Jade Octahedron, the Brazier of Eternal Flame, and the Oceanic Urn.
And now I'm just a big fan of the name, the Jade Octahedron. It's just quite descriptive. Chaotic Neutral is so relatable to the majority of people that you know. Well, you know some good people then. Tell me about this Jade Octahedron. How many sides does it have, and what's it made out of? 8! And jade, you say? Interesting.
The Jade Octahedron, an 8-sided rune stone the size of a troll's fist, is located in the halls of the Hammer, an abandoned dwarf stronghold across the High Moor.
Okay. It's a D8. It's a green D8. The size of a troll's fist. Located in the halls of the Hammer. Alright, alright. It's actually 6 squares. Organised in a cluster of 12. And it's made out of amber. I also think we should add chaotic as an alignment for people who are just confused and clumsy. Ah! Just falling down some stairs whilst trying to attack an enemy. But somehow managed to take out like 7 enemies that were climbing up the stairs at the same time. Ah! But does jade refer to its composition or its colour? Yes. Like bloody mess in Fallout. Okay. I'll return when I have the Jade Octahedron. Farewell! Ah, well, that looks like where we're going. It is a bit railroaded. It's not quite... Well, it's not anywhere near as open-ended as the PC games. But I gotta say, I'm having a fun time playing this game. Meow. Unless we can talk to him and, like, obtain the Jade Octahedron. Can we just talk to him again and get the rest of the quests as well, so we can choose?
Have you recovered the Jade...
No, not yet, bye! No, we've got to do one at a time. Why not do one sweep of Baldur's Gate? Luckily in this game, Baldur's Gate isn't too big, so we can just do a little once round and ask if they've heard any rumours. Chaotic, the IRL Wild Mage. Or what's the perk that makes you and everyone around you have bad luck in Fallout 2? Oh! That's above my pay grade. Well, thank you for the greetings. Sorry, you haven't got anything to say to me. Coming through. Necromancer in a book.
Welcome back.
Heard any rumours?
Can't say that I have, friend. Nothing of interest to an adventurer, at least. You might ask Randella, though. She's always collecting information about this or that.
Jinx or jinxed, is it? There you go, Trurix, thank you. B-Sod, neutral, can never make up their minds and never gets anything done. Good old true neutral. I'd like to see the workshop.
I receive new shipments frequently.
It was useless. I saw. It was useless. We should probably go speak to the priest of Helm. Be sure he's got nothing for us. As a necromancer, wonder what he'd think as we're strolling in. Oh God, here comes a servant of death. Hi.
Greetings again. How might I assist you?
Rumours.
I have heard of your good works in the city, but nothing more. Baldur's Gate is blessed by Helm to draw such valiant hearts. We are all grateful for your presence.
Yeah. Stop. No, but carry on.
May Helm watch over you.
Farewell. Runestones are an adventurer's best friend because they are an essential component for creating and upgrading magical items. These are D&D alignment, so many questions, so many contradictions, so many heated internet debates. As long as it doesn't stray into games. Like, people have days when they're feeling off. People have days when they're feeling weird. So do characters, you know? Voice acting, always amazing. What, just in Baldur's Gate games? Yarp. Yarp. Never ask your players to define an alignment, just keep it in the mind and give me a rough viewpoint. Yeah, they have... Even in the first of the Dark Alliance games, even though it wasn't my favourite game, and that's an understatement, I couldn't fault the voice acting. They have a stable of really, really good voice actors that they draw on. And if anybody from the Baldur's Gate franchise is watching right now, anyone from Larian Studios, if you're looking for somebody that sounds like me, I'm a guy that sounds like me!
I suppose I could use this time to study.
Guy like me! I'm a guy like me!
Yes?
Rumours!
Pah, I've got nothing for you.
Who are you? I've forgotten. I think we've had a chat with you. Oh well. Here's the definitely not drow.
Am I?
Who has nothing to say to us. Here's odd man standing in corner.
Up. Up.
Greetings
This is what you
again,
need, the choosable
adventurer.
Fraz player
I trust
voice.
things are going well for you.
I mean, it has been thrown in as an idea before. Greetings again, adventurer. I trust things are going well for you. Heard any rumours of note? Probably
Perhaps.
not. Oh,
Do you know of Skull Gorge?
Nope.
It was the site of a great battle between men, orcs, and demons. There is much treasure to be found there, and danger. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
cheers. You would give my right hand just to have one tiny voice line in BG3. I'd be so happy if I could get... I mean, I wouldn't want one tiny voice line. I'd want a character, you know? Some real meaty, Minsk-esque lines. Yeah, that's right. I want to be the next Jim Cummings. What of it? Argoth, the guy you acted on stage... guy I acted with on stage ended up being a voice in Divinity Original Sin 2. Nice. Ivan lived round the block from you growing up. Well, there you go. Ragnall, the one thing you wish you would happen in RPGs is that your map over time gets more and more cluttered. The one thing I wish would happen in RPGs is your map over time just gets more and more cluttered because everyone marks stuff on your map. Oh, I see. Here, let me mark it on your map. Just big X. Aw, man, that's too big. And how about Kiara?
Well met again, adventurer.
Kiara!
I've heard little. Only that adventurers are hard up for work in the city. So many came to fight Eldrith, but she's already been vanquished.
Someone punches their pencil right through it. On accident. Maybe even on purpose, if they are chaotic evil. Have that, map! Anyway. So many came to fight Eldrith, but she's already been vanquished. I mean, do I really want to know? Because I already know that's the story of the first game.
What happened? There was Eldrith
Yeah,
well,
story of the first game.
3 adventurers.
Story of the first game.
I met them once.
Story of the first
I came
game.
into the city with a caravan from
Story of the first
Society
game.
of Assassins
And farewell. She's basically just here to recap. Anybody that doesn't or didn't play through the first game, just to recap them. Fair. What you need is more cartographers in RPGs. Be a proper job. Right, we are on the quest for the Jade Octahedron, or whatever it was. And then if you never buy a new map, the 100th hour in the game, you just open your map and it's just roughed up, inked, and barely readable piece of parchment. Yeah, especially if you like, scrolled it up before letting the ink dry, and it's just kind of, like, seeped through into several different places, just as it rolls. It would take 5 minutes, and all of the mages in the world would have gathered up to invent a new spell of lamination. Lamination, 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 lamination. Right, where are we going? Wood of Sharp Teeth 2? Nah. Halls of the Hammer 1? Or Skull George? I mean, Gorge. Side quest. A skull called George. It's your favourite of all the Georges. There's Boy George, Adult George, Skull George. In fact, that's the life cycle of George. Boy George, Man George, Skull George. True story. Come a chameleon. Right, what do we got in here? Hello. Looks like we're going to be eating a friendly neighborhood skeleton. Don't forget the phase after college, George of the Jungle. Watch out for that tree. What do we think? High level? Low level? Or are we about the right level for this? Oh, enter the Goblin Cave? Really? This soon? What? Okay, what's the wording of this quest? There isn't one. It's just somewhere to explore. Some monsters are resistant to certain forms of attack, such as fire or acid. Turning on damage text on the options menu may help you spot this more easily. Here's the wolf howl. Oh, he's off. Oh, 80 damage, mate. 80 matey. Gem is back from the lurks while she noms on pizza sent by the bestie. Your bestie. I want your bestie to be my bestie. Buying you mics and pizzas. Hell yeah. Okay. Block all you want. I'm still going to set fire here. My bestie is the best bestie. So the only thing that we currently have that actually, like, drains through our mana is life drain. Belated birthday prezzies, fair. Still though, a blue yeti is not cheap. Nice. Okay, so this is us just having a bit of a jolly, really. Running in, killing some gobbos. Alright, gobbos. Goblins should always be Australian. So says the first Simon the Sorcerer game, one of the good ones. There's only 2 good Simon the Sorcerer games. Alright, guys. When is inaugural stream time for Gemini? Gemini? Don't know who Gemini is. Gemini Cricket. Oh, it's a table. Kill it. I've seen what they do. I'm staying, Frosty FrasWhar's bot. Thanks, though. Thanks for checking up on me. I'm a chilly, chilly boy. Not that chilly, although my feet are a little bit on the cold side. Don't worry, I've got socks if I need them. And I can tell you're worrying. When you can finally get bots commands sorted out. ETA? Oh, I don't want to kill you, Wolf. I'm definitely a fan of the fact that we maxed out one spell at a time. Whoa, whoa, did you just heal? Alright, single target. I think he's a healer. In which case, I want to take him down as soon as possible. Latest by the end of the month. Well, I'll be way doing Panto at that point, but hopefully I'll be able to check it out. It's going to be a busy, 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 busy time for me. Yeah, that's right. That many busies. I never understood who Baldur is and why his gate is so special. I want to say that we figured that out at some point, but clearly it didn't stick in my mind. It was just a bloke who really liked gates, fences, you know, picket fences, portcullises, barn doors, anything with a hinge. Or sometimes not with a hinge. Anything that keeps people out from places, but could be easily opened. Otherwise, Baldur is a sailor who founded a town. Nice. Balduran was mentioned in one of the expansions from the original game. Well, we collected his butter knife in Tales of the Sword Coast. We could have had any artifact, but we got a butter knife. Like that you shoot dank memes at people and raise the dead. Yep, that's what I'm about, you know, just in life. Dank memes and the dead. It's going to be the name of my autobiography. Yeah, you get out of here. Oh, okay, he is quite hard to kill. There he goes. Not too hard to kill, though. Not the name of my cover band. Ooh, well, now you're asking, to be fair. Ooh, what the hell was that we just picked up? I think it was a bit of armor, so we can't use it because this is going to be a shirtless run. Flawless padded gloves of speed. What's with the gate? Could have just been called Balduran or Baldur's boat. Baldur's boat! What a great name! Where are we going today? Oh, we're going to go Baldur's boat. That would give wrong impressions, though. That would make you assume that it was already on the sea. Spazzy Monkey! How the devil are you, Squire? Good to see your beautiful face up in my chat. Lightening my... I can't speak. I'm in awe. Lightening up my world. Spazzy McGee is one of the heads of the 8-Bit Dojo. Anybody that has not already joined, there is a link in the panels down below. There's a larger community of people that are just interested in games. Some are streamers, some aren't. Love you too, bro. Also, I've got my shirt, but you never sent me the invoice for the shipping. I need to pay shipping still. Congrats on the Christmas part. Cheers, man. Yeah, I needed to win. I need a win. I mean, I'm not complaining. If you want to send it to me for free, that's all good. Ah, shucks. Me and my damn mouth. Jem, can I get a shout out for spazzing me? Please. Thank you. Oh, King! Pipped to the post. Beaten down several times. Mild concussion there, King. Wonderful streamer, another member of the ESN. ESN is actually housed within the 8-Bit Dojo. And there's some information. Baldur's Go Ball 2, Return of the Yeast. It's just how the town was named. For the history, you would need to read the books in the BG2 game. We've read some of them, but goddamn, there is a hell of a lot of lore in there. A heck of a lot of lore. Pizza grease. Greasy. It ain't easy being greasy. I say grease and greasy, but you got to admit, the word greasy, ugh, it just feels right in the mouth in terms of describing something that's greasy. Greasy. Anyway, carrying on. Sorry. Why is there so many save points in this damn place? Always wanted to play the good old Baldur's Gate games. Well, alright, story time. So when we started this stream, way back when, a couple of years back, we started it with the same premise that we have now. To play entire franchises beginning to end, 100%. One of the games we started with was Albion. Albion, the original RPG game from the 90s, not Albion Online. They are not related in any way to one another. But anyway, it was a huge, epic RPG game. In fact, it's where Reyna is stolen from. Awesome, awesome game. And yeah, I was just interested in other RPGs at the time because I never really got into RPGs as a kid. Ow, I'm in some fire. Hog roast. Necromancer roast. OG Albion is amazing, dude. But yeah, it was suggested, I want to say, by probably people like Argaroth. I think Zephyr was a huge proponent of us getting... basically, when Albion was dropped and we picked up the next franchise, we went for Baldur's Gate. Little did I know at the time, and this seems to be an ongoing thing, little did I know that Baldur's Gate is a giant franchise. I think we, honestly, and this isn't hyperbole,
Purpose to my
shush.
standing here.
By the end of this series, it wouldn't surprise me if we hit 1,000 hours in this franchise. 817 Worms games later. It's gigantic franchise. Yeah. Ouch. Ice Dog! You're the same, you're not a fan of RPGs. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of RPGs, I just didn't get into them. Which I suppose, yeah, no, it equates to the same thing, right? But I always liked the box art of Baldur's Gate. Yeah. You know, that coin with the skull. Yeah, I thought, why not? I tell you why not. Because we're gonna be 1,000 hours in by the end of it. Zephyr casually slid in there. Oh! If you like Albion, BG is a good series. And I was like, yeah, cool, let's do BG! 2 years later... I remember us being like, BG is huge, you will never finish it. And little did you realise how stubborn I am. Well, I don't know why we're in here, but, oh, if you like Albion, Legacy of Kain is a good series. We'll do it! If you can't... see, B-Sod? We don't count all of the Forgotten Realms games. We draw the line on anything that has Baldur's Gate in the title. I feel like some of the games are very hard to enjoy for people nowadays, in case they haven't played them back then, like Albion. People get turned off by the sheer difficulty at the start. It is a learning curve. It definitely was. It does just kind of drop you in. And, oh my word, the lore that they have created for Albion is immense. But it's definitely worth it. I feel like we were in here for some reason. Beyond just killing. But you know what? Killing is sometimes the only reason. The game that 100% got me into RPG was Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah. Honestly, when I say RPG, for some reason my brain instantly goes to, like, CRPGs. You know, the like, fantasy RPGs rather than sci-fi. Well, like high fantasy. I mean, they're all fantasy in some way, aren't they? But KOTOR, oh god, I love KOTOR and KOTOR 2. Never played The Old Republic, which is weird because I was well hyped for it, but that's what MMOs do, man. They get you sucked into one franchise and then they take all of your time and then you're held and pinned down to one. And it's like, if you switch now, you're going to have to start again from the beginning. Nit, you're back up. You're back standing. Sharam, KOTOR rocks. Damn straight. B-Sod, I don't want to be picky about the actual Baldur's Gate game boxes. Forgotten Realms, campaign setting Baldur's Gate, so you have to play all the Forgotten Realms now. I think you'll find... whatever! It says Baldur's Gate on the box. It definitely says Baldur's Gate, and that's what we get. I remember seeing Baldur's Gate on the shelf. I remember the coin and the words Baldur's Gate. I like the cut of your jib. The jib is the front part of a ship. I mean, the front sail. Smallish sail. They were doing a graphics update to KOTOR from some indie dev, and Disney shut them down. Ah, god damn it! Really? That's a shame. It also says Forgotten Realms. Yes, that's true. And if we were doing a Forgotten Realms franchise, then we would include Baldur's Gate. And I am 100%. I hold my hands up. This is a subgenre of the Forgotten Realms umbrella.
There is no purpose.
Shush! Yeah. Bloody necromancer. Yeah, I know, please, I know. Cool. Right, well, we've just killed a load of goblins for no reason. Looks like Disney will make a film out of KOTOR. Huh. Bagsy lead! If nothing else, because then Disney could then, you know, employ me to get fit. As seems to be the deal at the minute. Anybody that gets a lead in a huge film instantly gets 6 months to get ripped. Oh, can we get over here? Yes, we can. Hi, friends! Hi, dead friends. This game aged well, it really has, man. Better, by a long shot, than the first game. Now, I have my hang-ups about the first game. For a few reasons. One of which is because we play everything here. And I've said this a fair few times, and I'm sure there's people that are watching going, oh, for God's sake, Fraz, would you shut up about this? But I'm going to say it anyway. For anybody that hasn't heard me say it. Because we play everything on the hardest settings, we are also looking for, like, proper balance in difficulty settings. Hard mode, I play hard mode A because I want to be able to guarantee that I've completed a game. That there is no challenge left. Unless it's a bloody unlockable difficulty, in which case that's a whole other can of worms. But, at the same time, some developers will just go out of their way to make hard mode grindy instead of a challenge. There is a huge difference between the two. This is a challenge, but not a grind. The first game was a grind and not a challenge. Because the thing is, as soon as you learn the trick to the first game, like running around enemies. Sorry, excuse me. Shoo! Bless me, sorry. Yeah, and as soon as you learned the trick for the first game, there was no challenge left in it. So you just had to hit things 100 times more on the hardest difficulty. Danke. So this means no Legacy of Baal mode for BG. That is where, actually, you know the spiel? The spiel is that we do hardest possible difficulties. It was actually Legacy of Baal that added the word possible into the spiel. Before I did Baldur's Gate, it was just that we do everything on the hardest difficulty. Full stop. And then I started Baldur's Gate. And then I tried to do Legacy of Baal. And then I got my butt kicked by like a rat or something. Fun times. Kotor, I wonder who they'll cast for Revan. Argy-bargy, their claim was lifted from the banned works that were stricken from the canon because it was so long ago it doesn't affect modern Star Wars. But then old Republic characters started popping up in their mobile games and references and... Echo, you are correct. After this game, after we finish this, we were going back to the main, PC franchise. Which I suppose I would call... it depends which game you played first, I guess. I would call the PC games the main games, and this a bit of a spin-off. But these are still standalone games in their own right. If you played the Dark Alliance games... I suppose... Oh, it's all umbrellas, isn't it? You've got the giant umbrella at the top, which is the Forgotten Realms. Then there's a smaller umbrella underneath that, which is Baldur's Gate. In which you have the PC games, Baldur's Gate games, and then also the Dark Alliance games. Lex, these PlayStation games went through hell in development though, really. You said you don't even try understanding Star Wars. It's a damn shame. Male or female, Jedi or Sith ending. All these questions and more may be answered, but probably won't. Oh! No, I thought that was an enemy, Skelly Bones. No, just rolls. So we have actually done one, Brinvalar, we've done one piece of Throne of Baal. Sorry, Legacy of Baal. Wait, Throne of Baal. It's something of Baal. Which is Watcher's Keep. We have done Watcher's Keep. Because you can access it with the Enhanced Edition, you can access it in the main story. But that is the only part that we have subjected ourselves to. In fact, Zephyr came through with us. Cam Dog. I thought I was going to have to beat you about the head and neck some more. I was looking forward to that. Yeah, I think that may well have been aimed at me. As for what I did with Raven and KOTOR, there is only one answer. My need is greater than yours. Get that sweet, red, veiny face. Hello, Bex. Oh, the one about the sound sets. Oh, yeah, Cam Dog. I forgot about that. I'm a very, very busy person. And to be fair, you kind of stopped bugging me. Right. Hello, friends. Oh, I did that the wrong way around. Whoops. Lex, lots of legal lawsuits over the game engine made by Snowblind Studios, which Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance 2, Black Isle Studios were claiming as their own, so they got sued. And the Dark Alliance 3 sequels can... Oh, that was actually a sequel. Ah. So you're saying the campaign of harassment needs to be restarted. Well, if you insist. I mean, I'm not saying no. But neither am I saying yes. You need to send me the stuff again, and I'll try and get around to it. It would be quite cool. It's just like, if I get the time, basically. I know I need to make time to create a sound set. Basically, for those of you that may well be confused, CamDog has been at me for a while to create a Baldur's Gate sound set. A voice-acted sound set. We put up onto like fan sites and stuff for people to download. Not like my fan sites, Baldur's Gate fan sites. You could say viciously, incessantly nagging, indeed. I did do a sound set for Worms, so there was that, just to prove that it is possible. Hello, he's a big one! Right, he's a troll, which means surely... You see those greens? Nice! That wasn't like that in the first game. I think that was a genuine Forgotten Realms troll. I.e., it needs either acid, fire, or... I forget what the third one is that you can... Ice? No. What's the third thing that you can kill trolls with? Anyway, there's three things that you can kill trolls with. They have to have the killing blow. Is it just acid or fire? I swear there's a third one.
There is no
maybe I've got myself confused. Bad hammers, that's the one! What is this? I can examine an idol. This is a very old dragon idol. There is a decorative stone in one eye socket, but the other socket is empty. Guess we're looking for a decorative stone? Only if you say, "Hey, it's me, Imwin," as one of your lines, you'll allow it. Done. To be fair, banhammers work on everything. Very OP. OP. Okay. I'm definitely putting the Nuba one in there. Hey! Dismembered limbs of troll would continue to attack opponents even after being severed. Hello, Bex. Acid, fire, or enough trauma to only leave a red mist. Yeah. Try still being animated now. Okay, so in this case, we're gonna do some science. Oh god. Okay, right, I'm gonna kill 2 of them with fire. And then we're gonna do some science. Okay, science is incoming. If these are true to life trolls, then electricity shouldn't kill it, only stun it. And the killing blow. Yeah? Nice! Nice! Hello, Ananda! The killing blow has to be done by fire. Well done, game. This is just a much more faithful Baldur's Gate game. I really like this game. Just little touches like that. And we've leveled up again. Yeah. It's a good job we had something that does fire damage, otherwise we would be absolutely... Oh, Lou, by the way, Ananda has told me that things should last until Friday. The delicious baked goods. So in which case, on Thursday, whilst we're at the Airbnb, it's gonna make the sauce. And thing do. If that's good for you. If you prefer me to, like, get in on it quicker, and obviously there will be the caveat that the earlier it's eaten after being made, is the better it will be. Honestly, the truest of the D&D rules of the Infinity Engine was Icewind Dale. Cool. I have played about 5 hours of Icewind Dale in total. I liked it. It's more based around combat, right? Jafar, do you know that Fraz has a fan site that I never knew about? I mean, wait. Of the 2nd edition rules, you mean 2.5? Just in my opinion, shortbread should last the toffee pudding you're wary over. Okay, okay, I might need to go and grab it from Ananda beforehand. I mean, we're gonna make the sauce up there and then. Will that breathe some life into it? I tried to solo character Icewind Dale and got hit by a banish spell. Ah, dang, dude. Rip. Nuke. Icewind Dale give you one of the best starting experiences for an RPG ever. Nice. I did really enjoy it. It was actually last Christmas, the Christmas before. Oh, hello, friend. Icewind Dale, very straightforward dungeon crawler, but the music and art is so much nicer than BG. Ooh. Hello. So in terms of assets, in terms of voice assets, I assume it wouldn't just be a Baldur's Gate voice asset, it would be an asset for all of the Forgotten Realms games of that style, obviously. Hello, Pex, you love Shadows of Arm. Hell yeah. Yeah, weirdly enough, after we finish this, there is really not... Well, I say that. After we finish Dark Alliance 2, there is 2 last bits for us to do. Throne of Baal. Baldur's Gate 2, Throne of Baal. Yes, not Legacy of Baal, Throne of Baal. Legacy of Baal is the difficulty setting. Throne of Baal is the expansion. And the Black Pits 2. And once we've done those, we sit down and we twiddle our thumbs and we wait until Baldur's Gate 3 comes out. Spade, random question for chat. I see Romancing Saga 3 came out today. Does anyone know how good it is? Not me. Chat, what have you got? The Harpers are awesome. I will let you have that opinion, Lopex. Now that is entirely true. If you don't think it will last till Thursday, we will definitely gobble it up before then. Oh, I found a decorative stone. I wonder where we're going to put that. Nice! North, exactly. North. North. Upwards. I also used my powers too much this one time and succumbed to Baal's influence. Hell yeah.
Hello, pretty.
Hello, Tombo. Welcome, welcome. This game series was still pretty faithful, pretty much until Black Isle ceased to exist in 2003 when Interplay, its owners, went bankrupt. Dang. It's pretty damn good, in my opinion. Let me in, little piggy. Oh, I see. That's going to be what opens up when we use the dragon eye, isn't it? Philpal dies absolutely spectacularly. Ananda, knit one, play one. Play one, just one. Not two. One, apparently. You've been downgraded. Knit 1, play 7. Nuke 4 Prez. Nuke 7 Prez. And Echo Alpha X93. Also Ananda 17. All make it out alive. Hold on. You can now only play one. I'm sorry. Them's the rules. You place the decorative stone on the empty socket and suddenly hear the sound of grinding rock in the distance. Dragon Idol now has both eyes. It looks... That wasn't words, was it? Let's try that again. The Dragon Idol now has both eyes. It looks as though the idol is grinning wickedly at you. And it's now, Camdog, go! Excellent, I love it! You mentioned the bot. I love it. Would it be worth eating one before and seeing if the other one was last? Yeah? Yeah. 3 octaves lower. Or octaves. I don't know why I went octaves. Octavia. What is this? We have, in here, Lesser Rejuvi Pot and a remarkable greatsword. It's a sword, and it's pretty good. We have a +3 remarkable ring of protection. And a ton of gold. Let us unequip that one. And... right there, buddy. +3 fine leather glove. I'm selling these fine leather gloves. Oh, damn. The plunder revive. So wait, can I do anything with this thing? Or this was just a secret room. Hello, Pex. It would suck if they screwed it. However, Larian, I mean, you look at the legacy that they've made. In terms of studios to have it in their hands, Larian's pretty damn good as a studio. I mean, putting this out there, is there a studio that you guys think BG3 should have been given to? I don't have a horse in this race myself. I think Larian, like I say, they've forged a grand path for themselves, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do a good job. But There's your question. Is there another dev team out there somewhere that you think would take BG3 and turn it into something gold? Pure spun diamonds, which is not a thing. EA's got a sterling reputation! Oh, God! Ah, you did that. Obsidian, but self-published? Interesting. It'd certainly be a different take. Sterling, as in want all the pound sterling. It's a shame the Ion Storm shut down. Doors are indeed tricky, Ananda, that is true. So we need to come up with a plan, Ananda. We need to come up with a plan of attack. A treacle attack. Alright, treacle. Jafar, you say indie and get a Patreon going. Oh, really? You would roll the die. Or indeed several dice. Camdog has a dog in this fight, so no comment other than making fun of EA. Fair play. Did I say Dark Alliance, Camdog? If I said Dark Alliance, I definitely meant to say Baldur's Gate 3. Did I say Dark Alliance 3? I'm an idiot. It's possible. You heard... Did you hear BG3? Well, that's what I was meant to... Oh! Oh! Waterfall Cave! Yes! Oh, the original commentator did, not you. Ah. Magical rings, amulets, and boots. Do something. Savey Davey, savey, savey Davey. In the Knoll Cave, here we go. Oh no, this is... Wait. Knoll Cave, Knoll Cave, Waterfall Cave. Here we are. Come on, skeleton friend. Let's go for an adventure! A magical mystery tour! What the hell are you doing? Oh, okay. You're fighting this guy back here. That's okay. I will forgive you. Only this one time. Are these like Velociraptor men? Velociraptor men. They hit hard, man. Turned only the strong could survive. That works on the Toffee attack plan. Limatilly's with us. What up? How's things? Sadly, English studios don't have a shop. Wizard's license, much less the BG one, is very expensive. It means you have Wizard's approval through the process. And we all know how Larian got the Wizards of the Coast of Magic. By confining the what was it, the current head of Wizards of the Coast in an iron flask, is it? I forget. Well, this is the thing, Alopex. Wizards don't need to be focused on BG3 if they're going to give it to a studio like Larian, who are going to take it and run. I mean, they've put their time in. Now they can reap the rewards. Lima, you are later than you thought you would be getting home because the bus driver just sailed straight past your stop, despite the fact that I dinged the bell twice and stood behind the alley. God damn. you go. We're all behind you. It was quite a big bus. We were all there. And it's rather longer gaps between stops on the route. Oh, dang. NASBO is only concerned with money. Are they the producer? I don't really know the setup for it, but I can tell you that producers are generally only involved in money aspects. And honestly, that's the way it should be. Like, if producers get too involved in the creative process, things can go awry. Echo, see you soon, man. Cam Dog, you were just about to say the same thing. It's true. It is 100% true. I mean, I do have experience in this. Obviously, as an actor, there is parallels with plays and producers and things. Producers are the money people, and they should be the money people. And they're the people that will be able to, you know, make things happen. They will be also the people that will give you the barriers that you've got to work within, the confines, as it were. Producers not focused on financials and not producers for long. Yup. They made a Magic the Gathering D&D book now. It's fair. Too many hands in the pot. Yep. Too many cooks, spoiled broth, and all that jazz. Just wasn't what you needed after a long choir rehearsal. You'll calm down when you've eaten. I will be hangry. Yeah, I understand hangry. It takes me a while to get into hangry, but I do get that. If it's been a bad day and I've been so busy that I haven't been able to eat until like 6 in the evening, then I'm getting hangry. Initial symptoms will be a lack of ability to talk, and just general grumpiness. Hello, Jai Stimpy. Hello, Mother. How you doing? Cam Dog, Lurky Turkey. Anyway, time for a shower and then some coding. Thing do, dude. Thing do. Let us go. Hey, easy now. Don't get me wrong, I love Hasbro codes. Yeah, it's like trying to keep everything in-house for like huge projects can get a bit muddy. I mean, don't get me wrong, delegating also has its pitfalls. But yeah, I suppose what I'm trying to say is everything has its pluses and minuses. Let's all be like the Harpers and make sure everything remains as close to true neutral as possible. Stupid Harpers. How was your weekend, Stimpy? How was the miniature fair? Apart from swings and roundabouts, which generally have no downside. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say the downside to swings is probably at the top. Sorry. Right. What the hell is this? Can I interact with it? No. I tell you what, right at the start of the game, they had a few buildings that were just stood there and you could walk up, press use, and it would just give a little bit of flavor text. It's sadly lacking at this point. Like this, it would be nice to have a little bit of flavor text. I mean, it inhabits the world quite nicely. It looks fun. It, you know, gives a nice aesthetic. But what they definitely had right at the top of the game was the ability to walk up to things click use and have just a little bit of an explanation of what it looks like. Right, you! Passing out biddies before work. Appreciate you, Fraz. Appreciate you, right, you. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. How long until you got to go to work? They made your ponies, your D&D game, and your Magic the Gathering, so you must love them. I'll be loyal to them forever. I think that's called chronological creating in works. Oh? Good here, you got like 20 minutes? Fair. What are you going to do with those 20 minutes? Apart from passing out that biddy love, which I appreciate, thank you. Now, we are in a cave that's behind a waterfall. And I would have been really upset if there wasn't a cave behind that waterfall. It was just too good. I really like my flame arrow spell, by the way. I don't know if anyone's noticed. I'm a big fan. The irony is that I'm not doing as much damage as I am with the Shocking Grasp. Shocking Grasp does what? 39, 46. We hit him. We killed him in 2. Even if we go directly into maybe we do about the same. Alright. I lied. And the good thing about it as well, it spreads out. Good range of fire. Gotta love a good spread. Especially if it includes sandwiches. Doink! Doink. We have nothing else to use, in fact, and they don't have a respec option in the game. I mean, I do. I have Life Drain. I have my dead Skelly Bones. I got Shocking Grasp. I got Flame Arrow. I mean, I've only got 3 attacking spells, but that's because I don't like spreading my points out across a load of different spells. I'd rather just pick one spell and max that, min-max, and then see what we can go from. The start of the game has a lot more detail and nice stuff that takes a lot of work, draws the users in, and looks good for the first impression. I see what you're saying. Nice. I mean, it was really good. I really like that aspect of it. But I understand why it's dropped. Because, honestly, apart from me walking over to that little square bit up there, I haven't really thought about it too much now that we're in the main game. Oh. Alright. Crit! And now you're on fire and dead. You get it in films, books, a lot more detail and work goes into the first act to grab the viewer's or player's attention. Lime, you were very annoyed recently when the last chapter of the last book in a trilogy you were really devoted to essentially. And she woke up and it was a horrid dream. I can't remember exactly, but I think you may have told us that. And that sucks. It only seems it's a combination of, oh god, deadline, and there are too many threads, and I don't know what to do with them. Dream sequence. You probably did. You're still cross about it. I think I remember somebody saying that recently, and I assume it was you. It could have been somebody else. You may have even been reading the same book. Cop out endings. We still don't actually know why we're here. We were sent here. It's not a quest. This was just some information that was gathered by, what's her face? I can't remember. The first quest giver of the game. So we basically just come down here for a Barney. Take some lads on. Oh, these are taken. Alice in Wonderland did the same thing, then became 2 horror games. American McGee's Alice? What's the other one? Oh, dang, I didn't check what I just picked up. I suppose we should have a look. Imperial Staff, not that good. Not as good as what we're currently rocking anyway. Nothing is all apart from this remarkable greatsword, which will sell for a hefty profit. Madness Returns. Don't know that one, mate. Ah, look at all this armor that we can't wear. Another flawless. Wait. The difference between a remarkable and a flawless ring of protection. Grand Ring of Fire. 1+ strength. You know what? I'm gonna go protection. Mainly because we don't have a shirt. That is my entire reasoning. I think Carol was the first to do that trope, and he set it up rather than just ending on it. There was no clue until suddenly the protagonist woke up and no one remembered the dystopia, and it was all very happy and nobody knew because she'd won. John Masefield also did it with It Was All a Dream. The end of Box of Delights. Well, armor obstructs magic energy, exactly. If anything, I'm letting the magic flow through me and out of my exposed chest. Family friendly. To be fair, you do learn that in D&D. Unless you're a cleric! Stupid clerics. Family friendly. Hold the phone. Damn. Around 2014's time, Wizards felt the Larian Studios was still too new to the industry to be trusted for the Baldur's Gate license. The lurk was so real that Morbid fell asleep. That is a real lurk, man. Well done. Okay, my dashboard is broken. Dashboard? Dashboard? Oh, for God's sake. Right, if anyone said anything in the last 2 seconds, I didn't see it because I had to refresh my dashboard. Oh, okay. Right, how long have we been live for? Almost 4 hours, sorry. Oh god. Interesting. I refreshed just as some shenanigans went down in chat. I mean, I will always side with mods, by the way, just in case there was any argument. I don't know whether there was an argument. There probably wasn't an argument, but just putting it out there. This is what I don't get. Okay, tiny rant, and obviously I haven't actually seen what's gone on because I refreshed the chat. So this totally isn't to do with whatever the hell just happened because I didn't even see it. But I don't get why people like argue with mods, man. Like, mods are there. They are the ones that know the channel inside out. They're the ones that have been promoted. Effectively, if you say that a mod is wrong, you're basically saying that the person that chose that mod is wrong, and that would be the caster. So, like, what? And then, obviously, you look at people like Argoroth, and you're like, you know what? Maybe you're actually correct in that assumption. Maybe troll mods are a thing. There was no argument, it's all good, fair. I was just, I just decided to hold course. People try to excuse themselves out of embarrassment. True, that is true. That is true. It's because people by and large are stupid. This 100% a Lopex. In fact, I literally have no idea what that was all about. This is me going off on a slightly different tangent here. Related, but definitely a tangent. Right, ladies and gents, give me 2 seconds. Because I need to buy a break. When we come back, we are clearing out Skull George. That's the plan. We're back! With more Baldur's Gate 2. No, it's not. That's a lie. It's Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. God damn it! One of these days. One of these days. Probably the last time that we stream it. I'll actually remember. It's just so ingrained into my muscle memory. You lied to me! How dare you! When will it end? Congratulations to anybody who managed to survive. Ooh, now that was a lot of people that survived, which means the share of the plunder was less, but still. Right, we have a gorge to clear out. Specifically, hold the phone. Something seems to be going on with my flaming arrows. They don't seem to be flaming anymore. Oh, now they are. Excellent. Rather share the win than the loss. That's fair. Don't gorge yourself too much. Just start grabbing handfuls of clay. What the hell was that? Wow, you managed to fly pretty damn far. I think I just saw green, which means there's probably a shaman around here somewhere. There he is. Oi. Yeah, lovely. Microwaves are badass! I love a microwave, Lima. Something's going oddly wrong in a minute. Sounds are working, but the visuals are having a bit of a nightmare. And it's definitely still registering the fire. Well, it's back, but for how long? Ta-da! I said we've cleared out like half of this map, maybe even more. Let's go all the way back down and like start again, going left. I now own, for the very first time in your life, a microwave. It's wonderful. Leftovers ready to eat in 5 minutes. No spending on extra food for the day. Delicious. Hell yeah. Oh, Lars, mate, it was brutal. I never once thought that it wasn't going to happen, but goddamn, it was disheartening a lot. We technically still haven't beaten the game. There is one more.
Once again, excellent work.
Thank you, Lima. Yeah, last night we managed to beat Metal Gear, as in the actual thing, Metal Gear. The last boss. Oh, sorry, second to last boss. There is one more boss fight. It's an escape boss. We've got to run away from Viper, I think it is. Which we will be doing after we've played this and cleared this out. But yeah, it was just such a slog. Those sweet, sweet microwaves. Oh, okay. Got another caster here. How about I introduce my friend, Shocking Grasp? There he goes. I actually enjoy not having a microwave anymore. Oh man, I am a microwave maniac. Healthiest way to cook frozen vegetables. It's got a weird... What's the word? There's a weird thing where people, just because they don't quite understand how a microwave cooks your food, like wary of the fact that of what it's doing. Oh, it's all demonic. Frozen veggies are actually healthier than fresh veggies, as a general rule, mainly because of the practice of taking vegetables from whatever field and like instantly freezing them locks in the nutrients more. Fresh veggies, by the very nature that they don't get frozen, lose the nutrients through the transportation process. That's another one of those things. I don't know whether... Yeah. But they taste worse frozen. Ah. Well, to be fair, I don't have as refined a palate as some. This has been proven many a time. But yeah, frozen broccoli over normal broccoli. Just tastes like broccoli. You got to heat them up. That's what I was just talking about, Archetype. Microwaving frozen vegetables is the healthiest way of eating a grand amount of vegetables. Not all. There's ones that break out of that mold, obviously. But for the vast majority of vegetables, microwaving frozen vegetables is the healthiest way to get the most amounts of nutrients from them. Vitamins, minerals, very high number. Sorry. Couldn't help myself. Do it now! I will do it when I am good and ready. You will gift a sub if you do. I am not a performing monkey. Oh, wait. Wait. That's exactly what I am. God damn. Steam Fresh being the frozen boys that you microwave for like a minute. Butte. Them ones that already come in its own little bag with the perforations. I will never gift a sub again if you do. Oh, God. That's alright, because on my screen, Argroth, your subs run out anyways. That wee baggy of edge. Subs, not snubs. Oh, hello, large lad. What an impressive pole arm you have. That's nicely at Twitch London. That's fair. I mean, I'm singing it in my head right now. Wait long enough, it's probably just going to burst out of my mouth. I won't be able to contain myself. Oh, good night, mate. Should all of us learn the song? Yes, let's do it. Coric. I've just realised I'm doing this without my Skelly Bones friend. I feel lonely. Oh, so lonely. I've got nobody. Actually, I never have anybody because it's a skeleton. What part defines the body? if it had, say, internal organs still inside of the skeleton, would that be a body? Is it the skin sac? Or maybe the muscles? The vehicle of the skelly? Frozen veggies, perfect bastard. Alright. Body without bones is usually considered to be remains. Ah, but we're the other way. There's my skelly. Is he a body? I mean, he's purple. I don't know why, but he's purple. I'm a big fan of this. This is the first time I've ever had a purple skelly. It's like a hair ram. Thank you very much. Bones without a body are just skeletons. But yeah, this is what I'm getting at. I have no body to call my own. But do I? Because he's mine. Grandigron! Promoted to regular in chat. Thank you very much for being here for 24 hours. I appreciate that. I hope you've enjoyed some of it. Is a body of water oh! Ooh, Barinvalar! Now you're getting somewhere, because the human body is like 70% water. Body of water. Is it all about the water? In which case, a dehydrated body is no longer a body. I put it to you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. It is a large jerky snack. That's Hydrast. Yeah, that's right. I'm part of the Jellyfish Master Race. Hail Hydra! Oh my god, who knew this had so much legs? Jellyfish Master Race or Slug Master Race? I mean, which is more water? Fun fact, and the BXT can confirm this, water slugs are delicious when ground up into paste. They are also a particularly gorgeous looking slug. But you get a fork and you mash them down, put it on a cracker. That's good eating, apparently. I've never had it. I mean, I have 100% just come up with another cult for the homebrew idea. That may be a fact, but I dispute its fun content. Slugs legit die if you dry them with salt. Jellyfish live in salt. You tell me who makes hydration more. Facts! Ground slugs sounds like snail propaganda to me. What are sea slugs then? They are nature's ultimate. There is a very specific style of sea slug. Oh my word! Lie, mate, you weren't allowed to see your photos from your surgery. In some ways, I'm disappointed. In other ways, I'm glad not to know what 6 liters of blood looks like when it's not contained. You would have been quite dehydrated. Algaroth had to go there. They gave you more, though. Oh, they took away 6. And then gave you 18! They overcharged you. It's like putting NOS in an engine. Hello, you're a large fella. It's lovely to meet you. you heard of my cult? Cult of hydration. Hydration for the nation! Get wet or get wrecked. It's a close rhyme. The slugs are just snail nudists. Put some clothes on! Or are slugs just homeless snails? Maybe it's elitist snails, isn't it? Homeowner snails looking down on those homeless slugs. You peasant. Goddamn toffee-nosed upper-class snails. I took the shell off my racing snail, but it just made them a little bit sluggish. To be fair, some snails rent. True. Oh, save game. I wonder what I just found then. Snails are great gamblers. Great at shell games. Now, as someone that doesn't gamble, I'm not entirely sure what that means. No snail owns a home, really. The mortgage is through the roof. They bottom feed because they can't afford groceries. Piscadorus is a sea slug. True that. Grind her up. She is delicious. Grind her up. Put her on a cracker. Aren't they mostly hermaphrodites? Now, I have heard that it's a half and half body, as in like their left half is male and their right half is female, or you know, the other way. Next, let's get back into conversations about games. Yes, in 2009, Snowline Studios, the developer of this game, was acquired by Time Warner / Warner Brothers, and then physically relocated to Monolith, the dev studio for the Middle East Mordor games. I've never heard of a cuckoo. Well, that may just be a very localized thing.
I can't carry anything else.
Oh! We can't carry anything else. Looks like we're going recalling. Here I go recalling again. What do you do when two snails have a fight? Let them slug it out. Just know I'm judging you.
Welcome back, friend.
Come on, man. Right, rumors?
Can't say that I
No,
have.
fine, whatever. Give us a look at your storage, mate.
I receive new shipments frequently.
What you got in the
So
back?
If you don't see something here now, check back from time to time.
Shoddy amulet, some jet, amethyst, diamond, fine ring. Grand ring of fire. That burns. Anybody? Oh no, that's the remarkable greatsword that we picked up earlier, and we are all good. We are over, wow, 100,000 in the old coinage. Where the hell are we keeping it? We didn't even have a shirt. What did the snail say to the turtle? Slow down, you idiot! You want to kill us both? Because I assume that the snail was riding. Nothing, you idiot! Snails don't talk. Ah. Time to craft my own gear. Hello, friends. Oh, yeah. Speaking of friends. But they speak human. They presumably communicate. I don't know whether I've ever heard of a snail communicating with a turtle on any level. Then again, that's not my field of expertise, I gotta say. What's the difference between a politician and a snail? One is slimy, a pest, and leaves a trail everywhere. The other is a snail. Way! It is presumptuous to assume that they can communicate with turtles meaningfully. Yeah, no, like superfluous. They don't like deep conversations with turtles. They just want to talk about the weather and stuff. What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? The first letter. One's a very heavy semi-aquatic mammal. The other is a little lighter. Yep. That is acceptable. What's the difference between a very old bus stop and a lobster with implants? One's a crusty bus station, the other one's a busty crustacean. Anyway, carrying on. We're playing a game. Knit one, you can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Help! You can't leave. You're locked in here now. I didn't realize we were fully into the dad joke segment of the stream. Yep. We've been skirting around the edges, but now we are being dragged down into the depths. It's quite a strong riptide. Oh! Bigman! Luckily, Bigman is being body blocked by our Skelly boy. An interesting combination of words, I have to say. Oh god. Get him, Skellyman! Skellyman! There he goes. Nice. Flawless ring? Oh, Lima's on a roll! I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me! What a film. I don't understand why people hated it so much for being, like, so true to the comic. That was the only reason that people hated it. What's the difference between a Harley and a Hoover? The position of the dirt bag! Ooh! You just found the movie slow. Fair. I'm gonna flip a switch. Hello, secret room. Is that chessboard over there? 54, 56. Oh no, it's scale mail. Slightly different. Little known fact, you can wear a chessboard as a suit of armor. Oh, twist the torch sconce! Make sure you hold it with a napkin. Not a napkin, that's just set alight. Tea towel. Or any, like, flame retardant material will do. What movie? The Watchmen. We spent too long introducing each character, but did you know them before, though? Did you know all of them? Was that the first time that you were introduced? Yeah! They are doing a TV series, I think. You only want to run flavor drum? You run whatever rum you got. You run it good. On fine flaming dagger. 136 gold. How many ears? Ow. Oh. 3! 2 on the side, and the final frontier. Yes! Okay. Are we done in here? I think we're done in here. Nerds! Sorry. There you go, Argroff. If you're looking for a sound command, that is a genius sound command. Or Newt Newt! 2 guys walking to a bar. The 3rd guy ducks. I mean, I've said it too many times on this stream, but I'm going to say it again. Hedgehogs. Why not share the hedge? It's so simple. It's so elegant. It's perfect. It's the perfect joke. Two guys walk into a bar, the 3rd ducks and quacks. Such a loser that if they had a worldwide competition for the worst loser, you'd come in 2nd. Why 2nd? Because he's such a loser. But a head share is hard to find. True. True. You need to have a hedge fund. 2 fish swimming up the stream. One swims into a wall. He shouts to the other, "Damn!" For Invalid, you laugh more than you should at these jokes. Your humour is so simple and you love it. That's why we love you. Oh, now we're fine. I saw that for a second. Then there was some pants issues. It's all good. They resolved themselves. Dogs can't operate an MRI, but cats can. Oh, that's one of those... I love that joke, Cam Dog, but that's one of those jokes that just doesn't work as a spoken word joke. Also, what's the other one? Oh, there's a Roman numerals joke that only works as when it's written down. My friend asked me why I wanted to move to Switzerland. I said, well, the flag's a big plus. Lima, that is a great joke. 2 types of people. Those who can extrapolate from incomplete data. And those who can speak, apparently. There are 2 types of people. Those who can extrapolate from incomplete data. Why do people tell you to break a leg at an audition? So you end up in the cast. Now, mostly people tell me to break a leg because they hate me. Want to know a great joke? Look in the mirror. Oh! So many levels. Light travels faster than sound. That's why some people appear bright until you hear them speak. Wait, is that it? I'm not even gonna attempt to try and get that one, Lima. Wait. I tried to catch fog today. Missed. How do you keep an idiot waiting? I'll tell you later. Nitwomp! Plato is calling together a team to search for the cursed treasure of the Lost Coast. Anyone can join with pillage and the amount of plunder they wish to proffer for the pillage. Why couldn't Captain Picard complete his own solo mission? He was short on data. You just made that up. Boom. Also, a second line, something about law. I had a few jokes about unemployed people, but none of them work. Oh! As someone that doesn't actually technically have a job, I find that offensive.
Welcome back.
This is my job. And thank you very, very much, everybody. What does your store have to offer?
I
like to sell some stuff.
new shipments frequently. So, if you
So the break leg thing comes from the name of the part of hardware that is used when pulling the curtain across in a theatre. Is one option. The one I know is that the sides of a proscenium arch are known as the legs. So to break a leg is to break the line of the proscenium arch. Basically means get on stage. I think it's turned into one of those ones that there is no correct answer anymore. 6 in a row for Lima. Good lord. On fire. Yeah, it doesn't have a clear etymology anymore. It's an interesting one. I hope you never wear green, use real flowers, or whistle on stage. Honestly, I'm not particularly superstitious. So, although whistling has its roots in genuine, like, not theatre etiquette. What's the word? Like safety. Because a lot of whistles used to be used for like stage weights and dropping things.
Everything you need right here.
Went to the doctor today with hearing problems. He said to describe your symptoms. I said, well, Marge has blue hair and Homer works at the nuclear power plant. Nice, nice. Oh, tell me about flowers. Because he wants to slip on a dead petal. True. True. Is that, like, I've never heard the whole real flowers thing. All wearing green. Where does the wear green thing come from? Why did Worf change his hair colour? Because it was a good day to die. They get slimy if they fall off and sit there. I mean, that's what stage crew are for. Clearing the stage. Do I even craft gear? Nope. Nope. Well, I have done. Not entire gear, though. I've upgraded stuff.
Everything you need right here.
Why are Star Trek fans so devout? They cling on. But if they miss a petal, you'll never know. If they miss a petal, it's probably too small to slip on. I mean, I don't really care either way. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Or I suppose the other way of putting that is, if a petal is big enough to slip on, it's probably hard to miss. As a stage manager, King Argroth says, if there are flowers on stage, you will not miss a petal. Except for that one time that he missed the petal. Suspect it comes from the time when theatres were lit from candles? Maybe, maybe. Shouldn't you be playing the game? I can do two things. That's the brilliant thing about multitasking. Which isn't a real thing. Oh, yeah. True multitasking doesn't actually exist. As in true multitasking. The act of multitasking is just being able to switch your brain's focus from two things, like backwards and forwards. It's actually impossible to focus on two things at once. Hi, Randala Brasshorn. By the way...
Greetings again, adventurer. I trust things are going well for you.
I've done some stuff. Oh, okay, so we cleared out the place that she was talking about. She's got nothing to say about it. Fine. Whatever. I didn't even want to talk to her.
Up. Yes.
Multi-threading is a real thing. And switching between threads. But not actual true multitasking. All these women with no core strength. Look how they lean on their hips for balance. It's scoliosis. And we shouldn't judge. Brasshorn is just far too silly for a name. Yeah, but it does lead to good, like, polishing jokes.
Begone, stranger. Am I? No. I'm merely a darkly...
Any more for any more? No. Alright, fine. Should we go and see Omduil and see if we can pay him money to get some experience? What's Riker's dating advice? If at first you don't succeed, just try again. I wish I was big enough to, like, walk over and sit over the back of a chair. I just wish I was taller. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girlfriend I'd call her. Oh wait, I do. Yay. Great fortitude is handiest early on in the game. With great fortitude comes great responsibility. I'm pretty sure it's the same.
We've met before.
Can I hire you?
I need more.
No. Fine. I wish I had a hug from FrasWhar's. I wish I was a Dazzler. Bobby Dazzler. I wish I was Bobby Davro. Hey, Jay! How you doing today, man? Let's play with the fire on the loading sign. You can redeem one any time you wish, Jay. As long as you're in the vicinity. How's every little thing? Ah, Max Power! How's every little thing? Max Power! Here's the name. He's the man whose name you'd love to touch. But you mustn't touch. His name sounds good in your ear. But when you hear it, you mustn't fear, 'cause his name can be said by anyone. Ah, Max Power, how's every little thing? Sorry, you sparked me off there a little bit, Jay. I'm back. I did not take the Mickey out of the name Dreamkvit. To be fair, it does it itself. He'll sing that, but not the cucumber song. You see, you put pressure on me, and it tightens my vocal cords. You can't do it. Feels bad, man. Bless you, dude. It's just a gentle ribbing. We're going to the Halls of the Hammer. I'm rude. Will a hug make it any better? Still ain't died today. How rude. Oh, god damn. No. No. Not Jar Jar. Anything but Jar Jar. Miss all sparkly glowy. Oh, Annie. Anyway. Interesting. Alright, yeah, don't worry, Jay. I'll have a word with Ananda. I'll sort her out. I know she's been stepping out of line a little bit recently. Ananda, you, me, outside. Oh, hi, friend. Is this yours? Oh, he's a... Ow! Ow! I thought we were making friends here. Can I buy you a delicious beverage, perhaps? I can talk about your family, if you fancy. There you go. That's it. God damn it! He's a nasty one. Right, okay. This is the only language they understand. Look at him, vibrating, probably drugged up. It's all kicking off here, Jay. Oh. Oh. Now I've got this the song. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a boy. Stuck in my head. I don't even know the song. I just know those lines. If you had to take on the Enterprise in a fistfight, who would you knock out second after Worf? Sucking the life out of my enemies. Ah, okay, don't step into the fire. Hillbound, you are off! Sweet dreams, dude! Okay, it's just not worth it. Thanks for stopping by, Phil.
You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you, and good night.
Nuke would just overload the power and kill everyone with their consoles. Because he's... Ooh. A quest. Alright, bear with me, mate. Take on this kobold. I mean, I think it's kobold. I'm entirely sure. Alright. Okay, fine. I mean, these guys have bombs, right? So surely my fire arrows should do, like, double damage to them. They definitely explode. I mean, you sneeze once and all the red shirts are back. Alright, let's clear out this entire section, shall we, before we go talk to that bloke, because these are becoming a nuisance. No, you're right. Any opportunity should be taken to make fun of anti-vaxxers. Are we clear? Are we clear? Can I have a chat with this bloke over here now? Oh, don't want to get my boots wet. Hi, wounded bodyguard.
You've driven the troglodytes off. I am Landon, and owe you my thanks. Alas, if you'd only come sooner.
Alright, mate. I was clearing out a different place.
Troglodytes. I'd heard there were raiders on the moor, but so many. They must be based in Brigand's Hold. My lord and Lady Cadmere were traveling back to Baldur's Gate from Waterdeep. The wagon was attacked. I believe all the other guards are dead. I saw Lady Cadmere being carried off over one of the brute's shoulders. I do not know what happened to my lord. Will you help them?
Hi, Fox.
Several miles west of here, a ruined keep and village. There's little left on the surface, but there's supposed to be an extensive network of cellars and dungeons below ground. Bandits often use the place to hole up. I'll mark it on your map. I'm in no condition to fight, so I'll check my fallen companions for survivors and continue down the road for help. Farewell.
Farewell. I like your hat. Troglodytes is a cool world. Yeah, it is. Troglodyte, 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 troglodyte. Oh no, that's blankety blank. He's gonna loot the dead and run for it. Yep, sounds about right. Ladies and gentlemen, I've only just realised what the time is. We've been streaming for 7.5 hours, and it is time for us to move on! Move on, I say. That name for the wren is Troglodytes Troglodytes. Whoever named them was not a fan. Troglodytes Troglodytes everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Needles, Jelly Spoon, the stream is not over. However, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 is for today.